A federal judge in South Carolina on Thursday sentenced a white former North Charleston police officer to 20 years in prison in the shooting death of an unarmed black motorist. Walter Scott was shot 5 times from behind during the April 4, 2015, shooting as he ran away from the officer. The incident was caught on video and sparked a national outcry. Michael Slager, 36, had already pleaded guilty to a federal charge of violating Scott's civil rights. In a key ruling earlier Thursday, U.S. District Court Judge David Norton found Slager had committed second-degree murder, not simply manslaughter, during the incident, opening the way for the lengthy sentence. Norton said Slager acted out of malice and forethought, shooting dead an unarmed and fleeing Walter Scott. He said Slager's actions were disproportional to Scott's misconduct and called the ordeal a tragedy that shouldn't have happened. Before the sentencing, Slager, handcuffed and wearing chains, addressed the court. "With my actions that day, Walter Scott is no longer with his family, and I am responsible for that," he said. "I wish this never would have happened." Scott's mother, Judy, also addressed the court, saying in a victim impact statement that she forgave Slager. Scott's brother Anthony Scott echoed that sentiment. "I am not angry at you, Michael. Michael, I forgive you, and Michael, I do pray for you now and for your family, because we've gone through a traumatic time," he said. The shooting erupted after Slager pulled Scott's car over for a broken brake light. Scott initially ran from the officer, who tried to use a taser on him before the pair struggled on the ground. As Scott fled a second time, Slager fired at him 8 times. Norton also ruled Thursday that Slager gave false testimony to authorities in the case. Slager claimed that Scott tried to use the taser against the officer during the ordeal. After the shooting, Slager picked up his stun gun and placed it next to Scott. Slager contends he was securing the weapon. Prosecutors think he put it there to bolster his self-defense story. Slager's initial trial in state court ended in a mistrial due to a hung jury. The former officer agreed to plead guilty to a federal civil rights violation. That avoided another state trial and left sentencing in the hands of a judge. The case sparked national attention amid a series of shooting incidents across the country involving white police officers and unarmed black men. Officials in North Charleston reached a $6.5 million settlement with Scott's family in 2015.